Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. And today is January 27th, 2020. What we're going to talk about today is mortgage rates are just teetering at multi-year lows. So when we come back, I'm going to show you why and where we go from here. Don't go away. Hey folks, so what happened today? Well, mortgage rates, basically, they dropped a little bit, and we'll go there in a second. Here's what the MBSs did. The stock market, like I said, everybody keeps saying, there's just complete euphoria in the market. And this is odd because I've been saying that for about a month or so. And I'm like, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Make sure you start taking some money off the table. So don't tell me that a virus over in China is causing our stock market to crash over 2%. There's no way. Basically, I think it's an excuse or a something pertaining to just a correction. It's well needed. So it was funny that today's report, we go through it, the stock market was down 454 points. It opened down like 500. Look right here. There's that, well, I call it, there's a greed index. This says panic euphoria. It's basically peaked out saying we are in complete euphoria mode. That's not good. So because any little spook, and even this virus, is going to cause the market a major correction. And if a virus over in China can cause the stock market to go down 500, and what could be, if a lot of companies come out and just completely miss earnings, or their PE ratios and other things kind of change dramatically, you're going to see a huge exodus from the market. So I'm not trying to preach, bear bad news, the world's coming to an end, not at all. But all I'm saying is just take some money off the table, because you're going to see, if a virus is causing this big of a headache or a result in the markets, what if something really truly happened that could basically affect the markets and our economy. So that's all I'm saying there. The housing market is very good. Some numbers came out today as new home sales were down 0.4, but we were smoking all year long. It was up 23% year over year, so that's great. Economic news, what's coming out this week? So let's go over this, and then I'm going to go back and tell you what happened today. But new home sales, all this stuff came out today. Nothing really rattled the market. Some durable goods sales comes out, Case-Shiller index for the housing prices. I don't think anything here is going to really make any changes. On Wednesday, we have the Federal Reserve coming out and giving us their speech, telling us what they did with interest rates for if there's any changes there. There is no, I don't see them doing anything. Basically a 0% chance of changing rates. I could be surprised, but I doubt that. Federal Chairman Powell, he's the head of the Federal Reserve. He would come out at 1:30 and kind of read their notes. This will kind of be digested by the news organizations, and this will play some role in the market. One way or another, it's going to play some kind of role. You heard it here. Then it goes to jobless claims, continuous claims, other things like that. This is our biggest news of the week, because I don't think any of these numbers are going to come back that it's going to shock the market. So then we get on to the China deal. Phase 2 is maybe in the works, but I don't see that coming for a while, probably after the election, so nothing there. The impeachment stuff's going on, nothing there. So when you go back and you have the markets getting clobbered by a virus, that causes me to say, there's more to this story. So let's go on. For those that are new to the channel, my name is Dan Frio. I do the mortgage update every day. I also have 2 radio shows that I do in the Chicagoland area. One, you can reach me on, find me on WYLL Radio. It's actually a Christian radio station that I've been on for 13 years. And you can listen to me there every night from 7:30 to 8 p.m. I also am on WIND Radio in Chicago Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. And I talk about not just mortgages, but I talk about the economy. I talk about the economics behind things. I talk about world events. Basically, the whole shows that I do there are basically what's in this for you. Again, when we say the stock market dropped 51 points, for those out there that don't have any money invested in the stock market, you don't care. So many times I'll have congressmen on, I'll have attorneys on, I'll have financial planners on to answer basic questions that we all have. So I try to make it as entertaining as I can. There's usually one section in there in regards to mortgages and or mortgage rates. And if you're interested in just how to get a hold of me, because I'd love to help you in any way I can. If you're looking to buy, refinance, pull money out to do some debt consolidation, it's getting that time of year, especially in the Chicagoland area. A lot of people with spring's coming. They're either putting their house on the market or they're going to fix it up. They're going to finish their basement, do their kitchens, things like that. I can help you in all these areas. So like I said, I'm a mortgage advisor in the Chicagoland area, but I deal with about 2/3 of the country. So if you're out there and you need any assistance, look me up. You can call me at 844-775-LOAN, and that's 5626. Or you can reach me at Frio, that's my last name, and it's Frio, at parksidelending.com, or just Google me. Google the mortgage update with Dan Frio, and I hope you like what you see. So what we follow on this channel is basically mortgage rates. It's the mortgage update. So we look at what happened with the mortgage market. So what dictates or determines or factors into mortgage rates? Well, the biggest thing is the MBSs. What they are, mortgage-backed securities. It's a bond that trades just like any other bond, and it determines, or what calculates in mortgage rates. So what this number is here is the price, how much people pay for a bond, what the change was, okay? So when it's an uptick, you're paying more for a bond. So the more you pay for that bond, the less the yield, the less the rate, the less the mortgage interest rate. So as this price goes up, mortgage rates go down, okay? So that's what we follow. We love what the market's doing right now. Look at this trend, okay? But what I'm going to get at too is back to the same thing. It should be moving basically in this kind of line. We've had some euphoria here too. People are starting to get out of the markets and starting to buy back into these things. Be careful. I'm on the alert basically right now of locking some of my clients or anybody closing within the next 15 to 20 days. Because, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, pigs get fat, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Okay, you go back to this. The virus outbreak in China, is that what caused a 500-point drop in the Dow? Probably not. It's people just starting to kind of freak out a little bit, or maybe come to their senses and saying, all the euphoria in the market right now isn't, I want to pull a little bit of money off the table. So that's basically where we're at there. You can pause this and read this euphoria index, or look up the panic euphoria model from Citibank and see exactly what that is. But it's basically kind of reiterating what I've been saying for months now, is there's a lot of euphoria in the stock market, and I see the good news for all this. As people pull out of the stock market, they're going to most likely put their money into bonds, thus increasing the price of the bonds. As the price goes up, we know mortgage rates come down. So that's my news for the day. That's it for now. I am going to be in Florida Friday through Tuesday of next week. If there's anybody down in that area, I'll be in the Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral area. If you're a realtor down there and would like to contact me, maybe to set up an appointment, or maybe we can do some work together. I can have you on my radio shows, on my YouTube channels, my podcast, whatever there is there. Love to have you. If you're a client, you're looking to buy, refinance, buy a second home or anything, and you're in that area, please reach out to me. I'd love to meet you, maybe over a cup of coffee or even just a phone call if you can't meet, but I'd love to see you while I'm down there. So God bless. Have a great night. See you again tomorrow. Same time, same place.